Hi, how are you folks today?
Great.
I'm talking.
I want to thank you all for coming out to listen to my speech. Can I ask, how many of you has parents who have been divorced or is divorced from an ex-husband?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, my name is Dion Permito, and today I want to talk about divorce and child health predictors. For the past 10 years in the United States, roughly 4 out of 1,000 marriages end up in divorce. Hawaii holds the lowest divorce rate, being 1 out of the top 5 across the state. What causes a divorce has many factors. It's the aftermath that matters the most. Let me share a short story. My parents divorced over 20 years ago. I was a teenager at that time. I resented my parents due to the fact that my world ended. I needed to move to a different island and I didn't know anybody, which upset me. I also am divorced from my ex-husband for over 16 years. At that time, my children were ages 1 and 5. I remember it being affected, especially towards my 5-year-old, because she couldn't understand why her daddy wasn't home every night before she went to bed. So today I wanted to discuss divorce and the effect the development it has on children in positive and negative ways, and also how parents can be positive as they transition their child through this sensitive time. So, according to Dr. Robert E. Emery, who's the author of The Truth About Children and Divorce, he describes divorce by being stressful. It can be stressful to the child and can cause tension in relationship between parent and child. Because each child behavior varies differently according to their maturity levels. For example, common young children, they cling closely more to their parents. Unlike teenagers, they often distance themselves from the family. Dr. Emery believes teenagers can better experience in coping with the divorce as their level of maturity and understanding is higher than a young child. However, Dr. Carl Pickard says teens becomes rebellious as a way of handling their issue because of independent and capable of taking care of themselves. Unlike the young children, they need the attention and care in sensitive areas, especially when parents are living separately. Children can go through feelings of resentment, grief, and aggression, and also can affect their child's social interactions. So, for example, getting back to my story, I was a teenager. I became rebellious towards my parents, and my 5-year-old, as she was going to school, she was very shy and timid. It affected her social interaction with other kids. So what I also want to talk about is the positive approach as children transition through a divorce. How can parents help their child? And some of the examples would be have your child feel safe and secure in their home. Also have a home that's peaceful and calm, no yelling or fighting. Give attention and communicate to your child on a daily basis. And also what helps is if you set up daily routine for your child so they can see that they have the proper guidance from a parent that cares for them. So at this time I wanted to share some photos of the different types of negative and positive ways that children are affected by a divorce. So this first photo is probably a negative photo. As you can see, there's 2 parents fighting over a child, probably over custody. If you look at the child doesn't seem too happy about that. This second photo, it's It just looks like a child that's very sad. This is a nice positive photo of a father being loving and showing lots of attention to his child. And we all know this couple, this famous couple, Tom and Kate Holmes. They have a child. And sometimes keeping the child away from the situation, not communicating to the child, can be also stressful in a negative way to the child. And this is a positive photo of probably siblings coming from a family, parents where they give lots of attention and care. Okay, so according to Deborah Dawson, who's a contributor to the Journal of Marriage and the Family, statistics determine overall effects and well-being of a child as they grow into adults. Children impacted by divorce, suicide rates are high because they don't get the attention and care they need, and children are less likely to succeed in school. So, in conclusion, ensuring safety and stability of a child going through a divorce could be one of the most important aspects of divorce. How parents handle their divorce determines the well-being of their child, whether it be short or long term. It's crucial for parents to remember that their actions affect how their child is raised and how or she interacts with society. Knowing the possibilities of how divorce affects a child can guide parents in raising their child the best they can, as long as parents are aware of their child's well-being. Please use this information that I've talked today and share with those that are close to you that are also experiencing in this situation, especially if they do have children or teenagers, because it is very crucial for a child as they grow into adults to transition into a positive environment. Again, thank you.